ladies first.
Okay, I have one question, or I have multiple, but I was just asking. One, is the cemetery real, or because
Yes, the cemetery. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. It's actually a cemetery, a small, old cemetery in the town I grew up with. We filmed in Belleville. That's where the cemetery was. Clifton, where you saw a lot of the action, like where the bullies beat me up on Friday the 13th. By the way, I made it those dates because I love Friday the 13th. I thought let the shit hit the fan on Friday the 13th. Thought it was like apropos, another nod to another series I like, but love. But so we filmed in Clifton and Nutley, where Mallory, our special effects woman, lives. I thought this was super cool. That where the finale of the movie takes place is where you see the opening credits. It's like foreshadowing. I never saw that in a movie. So that's about the cemetery. Any other questions?
Yeah, because there was one scene where I think there was like a tombstone where he was like running and then it like moved. Was words?
Yeah, because it was that old. It moved when
they were real.
when he went up against it, and so he played off of that. Like that was totally intentional. That was like accidental, a happy accident.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had another one like
Sure.
when you guys were in the streets and filming like the scenes like where like the main character was getting beat up and everything, or even when you were chasing like the bullies, like did anybody ever say anything, or I guess because they saw the camera maybe they didn't.
Yeah, no, I had pretty cool. We had pretty cool neighbors. Thank God they didn't say anything. Actually, afterward they thought it was cool.
Oh. Okay.
From what I remembered. Yeah. Well, we didn't film late at night.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's maybe part of it. Dusk, my favorite time of day, is when the latest that we filmed. Good questions.
Hey,
I feel like I had another one, but I don't remember.
I got one.
Anybody? Okay.
That's your mother? With the red hair, or I'm bugging, like your real mother?
Who played my mother?
Okay.
People, it's so funny. People do that all the time. They're like, your sister was hot. Your parents are funny. But thinking that they're my real parents. They're all actors. I don't know why people think like it's different than any other movie. Well, you know what? That's true. Thank you. You know what? There are obviously people who I know who played people like that. I know in the movie, like they weren't my friends, the A-hole pack, but I guess I could understand people thinking maybe because it was so low budget, I might have got somebody I know to play my real sister, my sister to play my sister, my parents. But no, they're all. So here's what it is. Half of the movie ended up being, people that I know, and half of the cast was people who answered our Craigslist ad. The actors, like real people who actually went on, independent movie actors that went on to do a lot of jobs, a lot of bigger and better things that this actually helped them along the way. And of course, that's how we met Chris, our lighting, sound guy, and the camera and the editing. But I still like me and Nick's director's cut better. It's definitely better. Perry, you're next, but Jay, you were first. Your hand.
Yeah.
Hold that thought,
Yeah,
Perry.
I wanted y'all to. So the woman that plays his mom, she's in a movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Bettina?
Esposito.
Haven't looked up her in a while, but I love her.
Steven Yeun, that's the guy that plays Incredible. She's in a lot of like popular movies.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, and the girl who played Lucy, Emma D'Elia, she's done a lot of things too. The guy who played my father, I have to say, he was my favorite character, my father, in a movie. Actually, my favorite person in real life, but is my father, my real father. But I know he's proud of me now. But my favorite character is my father, and he's not an actor. He's someone me and Nick know that does the flea markets. It goes to show you. I mean, it's to me. I'm not trying to brag, but it's all in the direction. I tell people this is what I have on the script. I sometimes would act it out for them, me and Nick, and I say make it your own. You don't have to say it exactly as you say as it is on the page. I want the way you say it to sound natural. Perry?
How long did it take to film everything?
It's been so long that I'm trying to remember how long it took. I would say a month to 2 months of like getting together when we could. Yeah, not much longer than it took the original Halloween to make. I tell you, we were rushing for a Halloween Fan Film Festival, like I said before. But yeah. So yeah, it took about between a month and 2 months. We filmed when we could with people. Any other questions? I hope. I love this. It feels so special. Yes, brother.
Do you think there was like a budget on this? Like, how much money do you think?
No, I know there was a budget, but like no. Well, I had a great job at the time at the port, down at the port. So yeah, I was making really good money at the time. So I think total, including what we had to pay. Well, I had to pay. Chris for all his equipment and his time, and then buying the stuff from the pizzeria and the liquor store as I slam my hand against the table, and then spending the money to rent out a theater and getting the DVDs, which we actually had a table at these horror conventions, like, you know, Chiller Theater, Monster Mania, selling them to the fans, and it was pretty well received, I must say, and then they screened it over the weekend. They liked it enough to screen it. Total, I remember it being about 15 grand in the end. Yeah, but I think it was well worth it, and hey, it was better that than spending extra on booze and drugs and gambling, which, again, I wish I could go back and be the person I am today to make it. It would have been even better, but you can't go back. You can only go forward, but you can go back and look back, and I'm so glad. Any other questions? Yeah.
Are the Michael Myers like merch that you showed in that scene, like, is that all yours?
That was actually, great question. That was actually my entire Halloween collection that I've
So you
since,
really-
I threw out or sold at yard sales when we had to move. But it's always immortalized in the movie. Same with the Halloween outfit. You know, when you're moving like that and you have to condense from a house to an apartment, you see, you know, what you don't really need anymore. But that was actually my collection. And again, God rest his soul, Jay, the one that passed away, that was the one that got killed at the garbage with smoking. You know, that was another way of me saying it's bad. Cigarettes are bad. He lights up and then he gets slashed. But that was actually his room in the same place that I didn't even know he lived there. The same Arbor Hills, it's called, in Nutley. And yeah, he lived in the same place, the same condo community that I did. But we filmed that in his apartment. Yeah, I think the people that weren't real actors, I think they did a really great job, and I'm very, very appreciative to them for that. Any other questions?
That's all.
Trying to think of any other tidbits that you guys would like to know. Just, yeah, I bought the mask on eBay. Thought that was a pretty good one. Jumpsuit at a store. Well, yeah, there was a lot of continuity issues, but I hope that you weren't able to see those, like with the sun, like, because we had to go back another day. You might see in the cemetery, like, one scene was like back like with the sun, others weren't, but you know what, we did the best we could. And a lot of Christians, I want to add this real quick before I finish. A lot of Christians that I know, I love the Lord. I'm a Christian man. But I pray about everything. We shouldn't judge anybody. You know, I go by how I feel in my spirit, and they say I shouldn't watch horror movies. I shouldn't have made one. I think God knows my heart. So, not really to stick it to them, but like to prove it more like for myself. Maybe a little of both. That's why I made sure to fit God in the movie where I could. That's why you see the crosses when you can. And my doctor said about the importance of prayer to my mother's character. And you even hear him praying at the end to himself. Oh, God, help me to find this boy, please. Help. So, I just feel like it's important that we all pray and ask God ourselves and not judge anybody, you know? Like what we feel is right, to me. So, I know fear isn't good, but hey, this kind of thing doesn't give me fear. It makes me happy. It gives me joy. What can I say? I wasn't trying to scare anybody. It's for teenagers and up. I'm just trying to say, don't bully. Bullying is bad. You know, it's about, I always say with my movie, it's about, well, it's our movie, really. It was a collaborative effort. I just happened to be the one that, you know, was the main guy behind it. But, you know, so it's not about the gory, it's about the story. And that's what I think makes the best movie, the best horror movie. That's why the original Halloween was the best. It, you know, leaves more to the imagination. You don't have to see. That's actually scary, what you don't see, because it's, you know, imagination to run wild. You know, it's just about, you know, getting your point across. It's more about the tension. Like Hitchcock would even say, too. It's not about, like, the bomb going off. It's knowing that there's a bomb there and the person not knowing it. And it's like, when are they going to realize it? Or when's it going to go off? It's more about the suspense than anything. It was a comedy horror. I wasn't trying to be really, you know, scary per se. But I do hope that it maybe got you guys at certain moments. Like, hope you're into it overall.
I think the scariest part was when you killed Carlos.
Yeah, actually, thank you, I forgot to say. I think you saw it, though, in the behind the scenes, right? I said it. That was the very first scene we shot, was the scene at Carlos's. And that, I have to say, I'm really most proud of that scene because we had to practice. We choreographed that, me and the guys. And overall, I think it came really good, you know? Very pleased with it. And I hope you were too. This has been a night I'll never forget. And thank you for allowing me to be here and do this for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope it really added to your Halloween experience. And hey, maybe we could do it next year when more people show up too.
We're gonna be here though. We're gonna be here though.
Yeah, we're gonna drive him here, yeah.
Yes, I mean,
That's crazy. Though.
we'll be here anyway. Might as well do it again. But thank you all. God bless. Love you.